All right, so the Gulthius tree has fallen, but a shadow still clings to the Sunless Citadel. Today, we're diving into the final untold chapter of the Celestine Company's first real test, where they're about to learn that some evils, well, they just refuse to stay buried.
This one line from our dwarven paladin Takklin isn't just some grim warning, it's basically a mission statement. See, for a paladin, the job isn't over just because you got paid, and that idea, that theme, is what drives this entire final act. Some roots just run way, way deeper than you think. So picture this, the company crawls out of that chasm, but there are no triumphant cheers waiting for them, just a quiet, gray town. They're carrying the bodies of the very same adventurers they were hired to find. It's a success, sure, but a heavy, somber one.
Yeah, this is not a happy ending. The merchant hands over the coin, his face just a mask of pain and, well, relief, I guess. He has the truth, finally. But you can tell this victory feels completely hollow, just weighed down by loss.
Now, technically, the contract is fulfilled. They could just take their money and walk away, but for Takklin, a paladin of Moradin, that's the dwarven god of creation and duty, it's never just about the contract. He can feel it, you know? A lingering darkness, a sense that the real evil in that citadel is still down there.
And this, right here, is such a huge moment for the group. They've been through hell, they're exhausted, and they have their reward. But they trust Tacklin's conviction. They decide to go back down. Not for more gold, but because it's the right thing to do. This decision, this is what really forges them into the Celestine Company.
So, back down they go, into those same familiar, cold hallways. But this time, they're heading for a place they skipped before, a massive, sealed door, covered in intricate carvings of a coiling dragon.
Hey, remember that key? It was a gift from the Kobold Queen Newsdrail for rescuing her little dragon wormling. An alliance they made in the depths is now about to unlock the Citadel's final hidden secret. You just hear this low, grinding rumble as the ancient door swings open.
The room beyond is filled with these strange crystal orbs, but one is still pulsing with this eerie light. As they get close, it just unleashes this piercing psychic scream that attacks their minds. But Takklin, with no hesitation, just steps forward and shatters the orb with his urgrosh. That's a heavy dwarven war axe, and the awful sound just stops.
Deeper in, the Citadel just changes. It becomes something alien. The tunnels look like they were bored by acid or maybe intense heat, and the air is thick with smoke. Then, these fiery worm monsters literally burst out of the walls. After a brutal fight, Zia's magic blade, Shatterspike, slices one open to reveal something totally impossible: raw gemstones inside. These things were literally eating the earth.
This strange, burnt path leads them to one final chamber. It is vast, eerily silent, and the air feels heavy, just thick with the residue of ancient, powerful magic. This is it. This is the heart of the Citadel's forgotten evil.
And here is the final challenge. It's not some monster roaming free. It's something that was imprisoned. A stone sarcophagus, beautifully carved, but bound shut with heavy iron chains and glowing draconic runes. Whatever is in there was locked away for a very, very good reason. And it's Eerie, the halfling rogue, always cautious, always perceptive, who voices the exact question on everyone's mind. She sees those chains not just as a lock, but as a warning.
And Tango, the Arakocra ranger, who has spent his life in the wild, gives the chillingly simple answer. His instincts apply even down here, deep underground. He knows a cage when he sees one. The tension is just thick as they decide to break the locks.
So, as the heavy lid creaks open, this horrifying figure lurches out. It's a dragon priest, an ancient elf twisted by draconic magic, kept in this state between life and death. It's a shriveled, awful thing that rises with the smell of dust and ancient scales.
The fight is an immediate nightmare. I mean, every blow they land, every arrow that finds its mark, it's useless. The creature's flesh just mends itself, closing wounds as fast as they can make them. It even laughs, this dry, hollow sound, as it regenerates right in front of them. So they're getting desperate. Their best moves are doing absolutely nothing. And then, a breakthrough. They realize only fire seems to do any real lasting damage. It's Zaya, the cleric, who figures it out and shouts the order. And in that moment, they stopped being 5 separate fighters and act as a single, deadly unit, dousing the priest in oil and setting it ablaze. The priest just shrieks as the flames consume it, collapsing into a pile of ash and blackened bone. The echo fades, and the chamber is finally, truly silent. Inside the sarcophagus, they find a small hoard of ancient treasure, relics from some long-forgotten draconic cult.
They head back to Oakhurst for the last time. They rest up, and word of what they've done starts to spread. They aren't just a band of wanderers anymore. They're the heroes who cleansed the Sunless Citadel. But, as they're about to find out, heroes rarely get to rest for long.
Sure enough, a new rumor reaches them. A town to the north, Blazingdale, is having some trouble with orc raiders. And of course, there's a reward posted. The road is calling to them again.
And true to form, you can just picture Irie, the ever-confident rogue. She hears about a simple job fighting orcs and just smirks. For her, it's just another opportunity, another pouch of gold waiting to be claimed.
But Takklin, the veteran paladin, he gives the final weary reply. He knows better. He's seen how a simple rescue can lead to cursed trees and undead priests. And his words kind of leave us with a final thought, right? Is any adventure ever really as simple as it seems?